I can do that. I need to remember to do that. I'm not the best with, I am not the video pro. But I just feel like it's helpful then if you want to go back, you can. Okay. So all of you guys already have your floor, you have your levels, and you have some walls down. I wanted to go over how to maybe make some different looking walls first. So let's say you have a wall that's curved or you want to do something different with your walls. If you come over here to wall, this modify tab comes up. And over here, right now we've been using lines, but there's different tools you can use. There's a polygon tool, there's a circle tool, there's this one, which is like an arc, and there's this one, which is there should be a spline. No spline on this one, actually. Or there's this one that's also an arc. So for example, let's say I want the edge of this to kind of have a radius or curve. I can take this arc tool, I can hit the center line of this, hit the center of this, and I'm always looking to get my little my little diamond to tell me it's the middle. And then I can bring that out. And then right now I have like extra here, so I can get rid of that if I go back to modify. If I want to do a full circle, let me show you that in a second. But for this one, I got to get rid of this extra wall here. So over here, I'm going to use this tool called trim. And then I can click here, click there, click there, click there, and that's going to trim that for me. So in 3D, okay, and let me get rid of this. You can see the whole thing. So right now I have, this is like that curved wall. You'll notice my floor is still a rectangle, right? So I have to fix that. So if I select my floor, I can go to Edit Boundary. I'm going to go back to my plan. And then here, I'm going to use this tool that says Pick Lines. And I can pick this line right here that's already there. Then I click on my trim tool again, click here, click there, click here, click there. And that's going to fix up my floor. So now it's all one thing. So I can do that with different things, right? So if I go back to here and go to wall again, I can pick the circle if you know you want it to be a circle. It's going to ask me for the center, so I can pick a center line, and then it asks me for the radius. So if you want your whole thing to be 20 feet across, what's the radius going to be? Radius is going to be half your diameter, right? It's like from the middle of the circle to the end. So it's going to be 10. Yep. So I'm going to type in 10 feet and hit enter. And that's going to give me, oh, where is it? Let's see. Oh, it's over here. Sorry, it's close by. Yeah. So that's going to give me those walls. And then I'm going to do one more thing. So this one has one curved wall. This is a full circle. Let's say we want to do like a wavy building. So I'm going to come over to wall, click on my arcs, and I'm going to come like 15 feet and then come down. Then I come this way and come up. So I have my wave. I'm going to offset the whole thing by, let's say, 15 feet. So if I come over to modify, this is my offset button. That means that it's going to make the same thing, but a certain distance away. So if I click on this, I'm going to type in 15 feet up here where it says offset. And I can click here, and then I can click on, oh, this one's not letting me do it. I got to make this smaller. Let's make this 8 feet. So I can click here, and I can click there. And then I can go back to architecture wall and just use a straight line to connect the ends here. Yeah. And so that one, let me show you what that looks like. So that's like my wavy building over here. Okay, so let me go over those couple ones again. So one is the curved wall, circle wall, wavy wall. So I'm going to level 1. To make my curved wall, I go first just to wall, then over here to where my drawing tools are, and I'm going to make a rectangle first, and then I can use my arc tool, click in the middle here, click in the middle here. I can bring this out. I can make it a big bubble, right? Or I could bring it in wherever I want it. And then I'm going to click on this tool, the trim tool, and I'm going to trim those sides. Okay, so that's the first one. The circle one is architecture wall. I come over to the circle, I click the middle, and then I come out however far the radius is. So it's going to be half the width of the building. So if I want a 16-foot wide building, how far is my radius? 8, yep. So it's going to be half. Okay, and last one's the wavy line. I'm going to come back to my arc. I click, I come out how far I want, and I'm just kind of making my wave here. Then I go to offset, which is in these tools here under modify, and I can change the distance here, so I could make it 10 feet, 8 feet, whatever you want it to be, or apart. Yep. And then I do that. If I make it too big and I try to offset it, like it won't work because the radius is small. Like if I tried to offset this like 20 feet, it would just be nothing because it would be so. Okay, so I'm going to go back into level 1. You want to make sure you're in your floor plan. You're not in 3D, okay? So like if I go to my project browser, make sure you're on level 1. If I want to add a door, I'm going to come over here to door. And if I go to properties, I can see what kind of door I'm putting in. So if I want just like a regular door, 36 by 80 door, 36 is 3 feet wide, 84 is, let's see, it always does it in inches, which is annoying because I can't think in inches. So 7 feet. Okay, so that's a normal door. It's like a 3 by 7 door. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that. And then I'm just going to click, and I can click to the inside or outside to put that in. If I want to change the swing, the way it's swinging, I would select it, and then I can hit these little arrows, and that's going to reverse my swing for me. I can change where it is, either by dragging it, or I can change these numbers. So I can place it like 2 feet away from the wall and hit enter. I'm going to give mine 4 feet from the wall. Okay, but let's say I want a different kind of door. I can change this. If I go, I can either change the dimension, so I can go to edit type. I can make a new type. And I could make it any dimension I want. So let's say I want it to be a really high door. I could change my height to 10 feet and hit OK. And if I look in 3D, I now have this really high door. If I look at it and don't like it, I can select it, come back to my properties panel, and I can change it back to my 36 by 84 door, and it makes it shorter again. Let's say I don't like this door at all, and I want a totally different door. I'm going to load in a family. So the door is a family. It's almost like a model within a model. And people have made lots of these models that you can download from online, so you don't have to make your own family. You can. But we're mostly going to use other people's families. So if I click on this and go to Insert, Load Family, it's going to bring me, usually brings you here to US Imperial, and it's a whole library of different stuff you can put in. So whether it's doors or columns or cable trays or plants or whatever, it's a whole library of stuff. So I'm going to come over here to doors, and this, if I click on it, it'll give me a preview of what it looks like. So I'm going to pick, let's see, I'm going to actually put in a garage door. So I'm going to use this door overhead rolling, and I'm going to hit open. And when I do that, it looks like nothing happens. I have to go back to architecture and back to door, and then I can put that into my model. So I can come over here and I can place that in. And same thing with this. If I want to change the properties of it, I can select it, come over here to edit type, and I can duplicate the type, and then I can change the properties like this one actually doesn't look like it has a whole lot of properties I can change. But I can, for this one, I can drag these little arrows. Anytime you see these little arrows, you can drag them back and forth. Okay, so let's just get that far. Can everybody put in a door and change the type of door? Okay, guys, we're going to go over one more thing that'll make your legs a little bit easier for getting around. So everybody go to a 3D view. To zoom in and out, you use your scroll button. You scroll in and out. To orbit, you're going to hold down your middle mouse button. So click on it, hold it, and hold shift. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time. So one thing, for zooming in and out, you just scroll your mouse button in and out. To orbit, like go around it, you hold down Shift and you hold down your middle mouse button, and that'll let you scroll around. So you hold down Shift and your middle mouse button to do that. If you just want to pan, you just hold down your middle mouse button and you can go back and forth and up and down. So zooming, panning is just your middle mouse button. Orbiting is holding down Shift and your middle mouse button. So windows are very similar to doors if you're doing a punched window. So a punched window is like this. They're like probably like your house, where it's like an opening you make in the wall, and you get a window and you put it inside. We're going to go that. We're also going to look at windows on the storefront, which is like this. There's something that goes from the floor up to like and it's like a window system, like a little bit different. So to start out with, to put a normal window in, you would go to Architecture, Window. And again, you should do this in Plan, and you can just click and put in windows. If you want to change the window type, we do the same thing we did for the doors. So you would select the window. You might have some loaded in already. Like this is a casement window. So let me see if I can scroll to that so you can see. Whoop. Say it again. The roof. We'll go over roofs in a sec. Brand new windows. Okay, so wait. No. Okay. So same thing with windows. If I select it, I can change the size over here by going to edit type. If I want a totally different window, I'm going to insert, load family, come over here to US Imperial, then go to Windows. And then you can pick a different one. So I could change this to like an arched window, hit open. I can check the size I want and then hit OK. And if I select this, I can come over here and I can change it to the arch top that I just put in. Okay, so that's the same kind of deal as the doors, right? It's like a little object you put in. Storefront's a little bit different. Storefront is a wall. So I'm going to put my storefront in here. So if I go to level 1, I'm going to come over here to Architecture, go to Wall and hit the down button and click Wall Architectural. And then in my types under Properties, I'm going to go down and you want to find, you're going to do Curtain Wall 1, okay? If you click on that, it basically is like drawing a wall. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to draw it. Oops, sorry, let me redo that. I want to draw it where I see that little dashed line. So I'm going to come over here and draw it straight on top of here and come over. And it's going to say they overlap. That's fine. I'm going to select this and type in cut. And then I'm going to select that wall and then this wall. So if I look in 3D, it's now cut the curtain wall, which is glass, out of the big wall. I'm going to do that again. So I'm going to come back to level 1, come over to wall. I'm going to, under properties, you want to be on curtain wall 1. I'm also going to change the height here. Right now it's unconnected. I'm going to make my unconnected height 8 feet so that my curtain wall is 8 feet. I'm then going to come over here and I'm going to click. Make sure you're right on top of the wall, that you have that dashed wall. And I'm going to come 10 feet and click again. It's going to be mad at me because it's saying it's not cutting out. So I'm going to come over here to modify, go to cut, and I'm going to click my outside wall and then cut my curtain wall. And now that should be cut out of there. So let's say I want to add a door in there. If I come over here to architecture, I want to add in a curtain grid, it's called. So I'm going to click on curtain grid. And then here, I'm going to come and make it 3, 4 and click. Then I can hover over this. And essentially, I want to change that to be a door. I can come over here and maybe I already have a door in. It looks like I don't. So I'm going to load a family to make that door. So I'm going to go to Insert, load family. And then I need to go back to doors, US Imperial, doors. And then I want a curtain wall door. So I'm going to do a curtain wall door, single glass. So this is like just a simple glass door. Hit open. And now I'm going to tab until I get that panel. I'm going to come over to my properties. And I want to change that to door, single curtain, single glass. And now that made that a door. So now I have kind of my door, and then I have my window over here. There's no mullions yet, right? Like mullions are those things that frame out the door here. So I need to add those in. So if I go to architecture again and come over here to mullion and click on that, then I can just click over where there's grid lines and it'll make my mullions. I don't want one under my door, so I can delete just that one. 20 minutes. Oh, I'm doing my math wrong. Okay, 11:20. 20 more minutes. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, the school schedule is like, it really gets you back into like, okay. At work, it's easy to let things kind of drag. Okay, so roofs, ready? Oh, roofs. You ready to do roofs? Okay, so if you want to add a roof, you need to go to your level 3. So right now, I don't have a level 3 plan. I have to make one. So I'm going to go to view, and then under plan views, I'm going to click on that, go to floor plan. Okay, so let me start again. So I'm going to go to view, plan views, floor plan, and then I need to add one for level 3 if you haven't done that yet. I didn't do that yet, so I had to do that. So I'm going to click level 3, hit OK. Yep. So you go to view, plan views, floor plan, and then you want level, mine's gone now because I made it already, but if you haven't made it yet, it'll say level 3, and then hit OK. So the problem with being on level 3 is I can't see where anything else is right now, so I need to put an underlay on so I can find it. So if I come over here in properties, yeah. Okay, you already have a level 3. Okay, so you gotta make your level 3. So if you do not have a level 3 yet, you're gonna go into, your roof is at level 3, right? Yeah. So what you're gonna do is come over to Project Browser, go to an elevation, and then to make the level 3, you just, whoa! Project Browser, you're already in it. East elevation. Okay. And then you have like just level 2, so you want to copy that. So you're going to type in copy, hit enter, and then you just click here, and then you're going to bring it up 12 feet. See, like when you click, you can bring it up. All right, now you're where I am. It's a complicated program. Okay. So I'm going to go to my level 3 plan. So I double click on here. I can't see anything right now. So I'm going to go to properties. You should have like Project Browser and properties. Do you have those two? Project Browser, properties. If you do not have them, like let's say mine went away, you go over here to user interface, and then you can click on Project Browser and you can click on properties. You always need those two things. They're really important. So make sure if you don't have them, go to view, user interface, and you want your Project Browser and you want your properties. Okay, so in this view, I want to put an underlay on. So I'm going to go to base level underlay, and I'm going to put on level 2 so I can see my walls. Okay, so if you are here, you're on level 3, you're ready to make your roof. So go to architecture, go to roof. And now this is a lot like making a floor. So all you're going to do is draw your boundary line. If I make a roof for this one, I'm just going to hit this one that says pick lines. And then I'm going to go through and just pick the outside lines of my shape. I want mine to have a little bit of an overhang, so I'm going to offset it. So I'm going to go to offset and type in 1 foot. And then I'm going to go ahead and offset all those lines. And then I want to delete all my other ones. So I just want one outline in the end. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to click my check mark. And it doesn't like that because it was so complicated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of these, and where it says define slope, I'm going to get rid of that and hit my check mark again. And so now I should just have a flat roof. If I want a roof to have an angle, I'm going to go back to my level 3 plan, edit footprint, and I can add in a slope arrow and hit the check mark, and that's going to give my roof a slope. I could also make it have like a teepee kind of, right? A curved roof. That's more complicated. You're doing a curved roof. Okay, I'm going to make a video for the curved roof because that's more complicated. Yeah, so I think we'll do curved roofs and curved walls next time. If you want to make a roof with like 2 curves kind of, I'm going to go to edit footprint. And then you can make, I think it's, you would like select this and hit define slope. And then I think you hit the one across from it and say also define slope and then hit the check mark. And now you have like a little teepee roof. So the one thing that's weird right now is my walls don't hit my roof. To fix that, I'm going to select my wall, and over here you can go to top constraint, up on the top where it says attach wall base, hit attach top base, and you can then click the roof, and it'll attach itself to the roof. So if I select my wall, I can do attach top base up here, and then select my roof, and it'll go up to my roof. Select my wall, attach top base, select the roof. Attach top base, select the roof. And that'll kind of have it come all the way up to there. Thank you. See you next week. Good job, everybody. You guys are doing awesome. My college students are way more annoyed about learning than you guys are. They're like, oh, this is hard. It's just easy to miss a checkbox or something, and then you get stuck, you know? There's a check mark. That's the big one. There's a check mark somewhere. Curved stairs, Build-A-Bear. Yeah. Okay. I was trying to draw before. Yeah. Okay. Okay.